Here we go. This is Zara, and we're going to have our regular morning warm-up session. So her feeding bowl is filled up. There are tiny little biscuits, so there are quite a lot of them in there. So we're talking about several hundreds, probably about 4 or 5. Right, instead of giving one at a time, which was the idea in the very beginning, when Zara started hand feeding with us, we needed the numbers. Now I'm still trying to connect the dots, so to show her that it is me that she has to watch in order to proceed with her meal. So now obviously I would be using the whole handful, 3, 4, 5 biscuits at a time. So that way I can finish the whole session in about 5 minutes. Right, and now just to give you kind of a step-by-step guidance, let's just do it this way. So we go from left to right, obviously eventually introducing the commands like heel work or this way. Good girl, well done. So this is how the dog will be getting used to, say, doing a little heel work with you. Zara, heel, good girl. Well done. Nice, oh I like that. So obviously trying to use both hands, left and right. Now I wouldn't be walking down the road holding the feeding bowl, it would be in a pouch or a pocket somewhere. Great, let's move on. Little spins and whirls will teach Zara to open up her mind, and instead of just doing what she understands, basically to be flexible and follow any guidance, any request that she is given. A little turn around. Good boy. Obviously I will be doing it both ways. Good girl. Each time I make sure that I include the series of recalls. Zara, come. So that way she will be getting used to loads and loads of recall commands. Zara, come. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Do focus on your rewards. Be quite generous with those. Eventually the food will go. And I want the dog to be absolutely thrilled working with you. Good, good, good. Well done. So you want to see the dog giving you exactly that kind of attitude. Good, Zara, come. So once we've done a little bit of those, good boy. So good girl. She's a girl. Right, we will go through the positions. So obviously through the seat and the down. So don't just sort of go in one kind of order. So you would be going into, come on Zara, stand. Good girl. Nice. Stand. Good. She found an interesting way of doing a stand, usually with the little pivot. Now I like the back stand when the dog sort of pops back rather than, good, well done, rather than going forward on the stand. Well done, Zara. So that way she would sort of learn to stand. Yes, come on, stand. Good, nice. Well done. To open up her legs like so, rather than going forward towards me. So again, we were going through the downs. Nice. And a sit, Zara, sit. Nice. Add some fancy stuff to it, otherwise training is really, really boring. So a little dig. Yes, good girl. She's learned to balance quite well in the last couple of weeks. Good girl, Zara. Big. Nice. And big. Good girl. Now this is where we don't encourage the dog to jump, but teach her to do exactly what you see in front of you. Good. Pause. Paw. Nice. She's quite keen with her paws. And paw. Yes, good girl. Now as you can see, we could do a left paw and a right paw just by shifting the food from left to right slightly. So now I'm relieving the pressure or the weight, the body weight, from one side to another. So wanting that leg, I will be putting it slightly towards her right shoulder and vice versa. The food travels towards her left shoulder, I relieve the pressure on the right. Good girl. Well done, Zara. I like this one. So the biscuit now is going to be put right behind me, like so. So Zara will be consistently learning to go in between the legs. There, Zara, in. Good girl. Just offering you another option, another variety there. Now very soon in will mean that you don't even have to lure her on the other side. So Zara will be automatically expecting to do all the things connected with each and every single command. So now say if I want to finish, to get her into the heel position and start walking, Zara, go and heel and come. So I wouldn't be having to hold a piece of food in front of her nose the whole time. Right, good girl, well done. Now, little stays. Good. Start on a simple note, stay. So when I just walk a step or two away from her, building up, adding just about a second or two at a time, stay. Good girl. Until, stay there. You raise the plank so high that you would be able to walk right around her, stay. Stay. Good. Well done. Zara, down, stay. Stepping over and all sorts of distractions where Zara will not be judging you on the difficulty of the exercise, but instead perform the stay as an ultimate control command. Good girl. So we would be comfortably doing this stay when the feeding bowl is right there. It's still a stay. So it means you don't move, you get fed. Right. The whole category of the commands, we call them lazy bones exercises, stay there, would be rewarded, good, for not taking part in everything I'm going to do now. Touch, good, reward. Now I'm rewarding the non-resistance, no objection kind of thing. Stay still. Can you see that there is no pressure in my hands? I'm teaching the dog, still, Zara, still, to comply with the task. Good girl. Extending the time, extending the difficulty of the exercise. Good girl. That, still, left, right, up and down. Good girl. We have done hundreds of those, so she's really easy on this now. Checking the eyes, checking the ears, teeth. Good girl. Well done. So perhaps extending the whole time, you know, whilst you do it. Still, go for the ultimate still. When the dog doesn't, Zara, still, doesn't move the muscle. Still. Good girl. So instead of, good, bouncing around, well done. Can you hear the reward or release word? So yeah, it's a verbal acknowledgement that yes, she's succeeded. Clicker trainers would be using the same keyword. That means bingo, you're done. Still, still, Zara, still. Good, well done. So the same as removing the hands and cancelling, that particular reward would be my non-reward marker on this one. Right, once again, if everything becomes a little bit too static, just get the dog moving again. Good girl. That's a nice. Good. That up, 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 up. Come on, yay. Good girl. Now with a little hop. Good girl. Up, up. Yes, good girl. Now, nice. Good girl. Now she's become pretty good at doing everything on the ground level, like a little crawl there. I do prefer to do it on the soft sort of cover, mats, grass, rather than concrete or wooden floor. Good girl. Come on this way. And now the latest addition of her vocabulary would be this. Flat. Good girl. Well done. This way. Good girl. Down. And flat. Good girl. Can you see it's non-mechanical, so we lure her in a way that she would move the body. Good. Away from the food. Good. Nice. In order to reach it. And the same way, we would try and do it the other way around. Come on, done. This way. Good. Well done. And over flat. Good girl. Good. It did take her a while. She was quite reserved about exposing her. Come on, pick it up. Exposing her around the belly. There. Very good exercise, just pointing to where the biscuit is. Saves your back and hard work. Can you see we're nearly there? We're nearly finished with the whole thing. Good girl. Now introducing several rejection commands, and we're pretty much at the end of the session. Now, as you can see, when I'm willingly sort of giving the dog a biscuit, it's all hers. When I'm giving commands such as leave or no, Zara has to demonstrate, good girl. Well, the agreement with me, no, wrong, no. Okay, good girl. Like so, just getting used to not going for everything she sees. No. Good girl. Well done. No. Good girl. Usually I would recommend you to go with several rewards between each of those. No. Good girl, no commands. Good. So that way she won't be panicky when you will just say that some of the things she has to leave behind. Good. Zara, can we go around? Oh no, that's Let's knock that around. Good girl. Well done. I absolutely love this one. Zara, sit, catch. Oh, that wasn't a very good catch. Come on, there. Catch. Good girl. Catch. Again, develops that connection between you two, focus and coordination. Catch. Good girl. Oh yes, that was lovely. And once again, rewarding her for just being a very good girl. Zara, come. Good girl. Nice. And the whole thing is nearly done. Good girl. Zara. Good girl. Finish. And heel. Good girl. Zara. Good. As you can see, she's choosing to be consistently on my left-hand side, to work in the standard position, stay. So getting really well controlled inside and outdoors. We've done this on the street quite a few times now, recalls, so I can keep her attention, well, without any interruption for a good hour, quite easily. More than enough for one single walk. Zara, good. Can you see the attention to the words, to the commands, how keen she is? And down, sit, good, come, good, twirl, good, spin, and go back. That was funny, and good girl, that doesn't matter. Very good, yay, oh, yes, good girl. Well, thank you very much, she certainly enjoyed that. This is what I like to see, very happy, excited dog and saying, come on, let's go more. Now we've done the big 2 cupfuls of food, just to keep her in this shape. I don't like big fat dogs, so this would only be spread over her meals. And well, have fun. I hope you'll be able to master that in no time at all. Bye.